already know, man, it's your boy LaRon, Potent Pondering. I'm back with another video. I'm getting ready to park in like literally a few seconds. I just got to my people's crib, so let me park. Anytime I go in that garage, it's like the reception is bad, so I'm gonna stay outside of the garage maybe about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm gonna go in. So yeah, so I hope y'all all doing well. Please come in, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live or I do uploads. It's Saturday evening going into, well, Sunday now, technically. So yeah, what y'all up to? I just wanted to come and like talk about a few topics before I move on. In my night, where I want to park at. Let me park right here. Let's do this right here. This is cool. All right. I ain't made sure there was nobody on the balcony. Want nobody staring in my face. You know what I mean? So listen. Yeah, I just wanted to come and talk real quick. So Nicki, she did Gag City, Detroit tonight, and Big Sean came out. Sada Baby came out as well. So that was pretty dope. I also wanted to talk about. Damn, my other phone ain't even charged up yet. That battery is almost done. That's the reason why I got rid of that phone. So Big Sean came out. Sada Baby came out as well. Then also Kanye West, he has some words for Drake and J. Cole. I thought that was honestly funny. It's like, yo, everybody knows that Kanye West do not like J. Cole. Kanye West does not like Drake. First and foremost, I didn't know he had an issue with J. Cole until he said what he said on that track. But you know, it's all in the fun of hip hop. I don't think that there's anything wrong with it or whatever. But it's like Kanye, he couldn't wait to slide in there and talk about K-Dot, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was interesting. What did Kanye say about Drake again? He said, what did he say? Something about he can't name one Drake line, and then talk about J. Cole get the dry. I thought that was crazy. Now, J. Cole is typically hip hop. He don't have those type of sex-filled songs or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm not mad at that, but only song that I've really felt like J. Cole had that was really pushing it was with Missy, when he had the Nobody's Perfect. We rolling, we riding, you like the world on siding. He don't really have those type of tracks. And Kanye, you know, he makes all types of music, but I thought that was crazy. He said J. Cole make the pussy dry. What's up, Lacey? So yeah, so what do y'all think about Kanye West trying to diss Drake and diss J. Cole? He trying to like pretty much stand. I think the reason he inserted himself was because it's J. Cole, and Drake, and he feel like maybe they double teaming Kendrick. I don't know what he thinking. I don't know, but listen, I don't have no issue with it. It's hip hop, I guess. But you know that there's a double standard when it comes to the women. The women can't do too much, and it's like they start looking bitter, they start looking this, they start looking that, you know. So it's so crazy how like everybody is applauding and they happy for the guys going at the beef. But you know what it is that I noticed with Nicki. The reason why they don't like Nicki, because it's as pretty as she is and like, soft as she may be presenting, she's very masculine in her approach of her lyrics and everything. And so maybe that's what it is that offends them. But I would think that they would appreciate that from somebody on a rap level. But it's like, shout out to Chris Brown once again. Somebody left a comment in my comment section talking about Chris Brown is R&B. He's not going to have bars. Well, I'm just saying this is hip hop, and this is like everybody has bars now. They even got Cardi B making it seem like she got bars, even though we know she got them from the testicular fortitude of another man. She even want to be competitive and make it seem like she got bars, but she don't. You said, right, he's always something. They're so jealous. They're so envious. Right. So then I don't want to spend too much time on that. But yeah, let me know what you think about the situation with Drake and Kanye West, for sure. The next thing I want to talk about is this conversation that's going around Saweetie. So it's going around Saweetie and Megan Thee Stallion. Now, listen, I do find it interesting. And, let me tell you something. One thing I never want you to view me as, like, I have people who I don't like, and it's like, I'm not even biased. I just don't like certain people. Like, I'm not biased at all. Because bias, like, let me just tell you this. If I was, like, I think, and it's like, I'm not trying to lighten the blow with it. It's like, I don't like certain people when it comes to music, and it's more so on an ethical level. Now, when it comes to Lotto, I could compliment Lotto and say that, she's pretty. And I could say that, I think that she's talented. Maybe she picks the wrong songs or whatever the case may be. But I just don't like her for what she did. So I don't think that's bias. I just don't like you. When it comes to Cardi, I don't like what she stands for. I don't like her, like in respects of that. They forced her into this space. She's through the algorithm, so I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to say my opinions that remain the same since I opened this channel up. It's never going to change. I can never be bought. There's never going to be anything that's going to flip like that. So yeah, it is what it is. But as it pertains to the situation with Megan Thee Stallion and Saweetie, and people saying that, they were calling Megan Thee Stallion a 304, and how Saweetie was, they looked at her like, maybe, I don't know the choice words they had, but like she's empowered or whatever. But pretty much they were saying that people weren't calling Saweetie a HOE. Now, I do think that that's interesting, right? The extent that people will go through to try to protect a person that they like versus that they don't like, say the truth, and it's kind of like connects to what I said. Somebody was saying like, oh, Saweetie had a relationship with all of these people. No, she didn't. Saweetie was with YG, and then within maybe a little week or so that they broke up or whatever, she was at the game or whatever with Chris Brown, and I'm pretty sure that they had some sort of intimacy or whatever. We don't know, but they was at the game together, and I'm pretty sure if Chris Brown was there with her, he was getting something out of the ordeal too, out of the deal as well. But my thing is, who's to say, like, I don't think anybody should be called a HOE, to be honest with you. Do what you want to do, but you just got to know that it does come with a specific judgment from people. I mean, guys, we go out and we do what we want to, and you're with whoever you want to. I just feel as though if you're going to do something, keep it under wraps. Keep it under wraps. But I do think that conversation is interesting. If Megan slept with etc. people, Saweetie slept with etc. people, we would say that they both HOEs. If people are judging in that matter, I don't think that Saweetie is any better. I don't. Me personally, I don't think she's any better, even though I don't really care for Megan, because I find her to be fake. I just find Megan to be fake. And she's another Azealia Banks that's praising, but behind the scenes, she's calling people dirty Mexicans, and then she's at the Grammys like, thank you so much, Cardi. You fake. You're fake. You fake. I don't like fake people. I don't like that. Like, the way that I am one day is the same way that I am the next day, unless you switch it up and you do something different. I'm the same way all the time unless I see different in you. And once I see different in you, I'm going to navigate around you. That's just point blank. But yeah, Saweetie's no better. She talking about she got that 90. And now since Chris Brown called it out and said it, like, if you was with Quavo and during your relationship, yeah, that would make you a 304. That would make you. You know better. And people was, so do you think it is something with colorism? That's an interesting take. I do find it to be interesting. I do. So yeah. So I came across town because if y'all was on my live earlier, I went to Whole Foods and they didn't have a specific thing I was looking for. So now I'm on the side of the town that has a different Whole Foods. So that's a big reason why I came over here, like, so I could go to Whole Foods in the morning before I go back to my side of town. So yeah. On Nicki's live, you said, remember when Meg was shading Cardi when, yeah. So listen, yeah, I think if Megan was a 304, then so is Saweetie. She's no different, She got that 90, and now she running on private. See, Chris Brown boosted the conversation around her name, and that's why she's happy about it. Did y'all see Ice Spice? She's releasing her "Give Me the Light" on May 10th or whatever. That's right around the corner. Will you be listening to it? Will you be streaming it? I don't hate Ice Spice. Like, I just feel like, maybe things weren't done right, but I don't hate her. Like, I'm not with the way that everybody else thinks, but, I don't hate her or anything like that. But I definitely think she pandered. She pandered. But listen, a lot of people pandering. A lot of people pander. They pandering and they getting the benefit and the usage of a Nicki Minaj fan base. And I think that Nicki, she mentioned months ago how like she nicened up in certain ways. Like, yeah, I do think that, she's more, nicer as far as like, she probably don't feel so like that she got to defend something, like defend her throne all the time. Like, she is who she is, especially stepping out here on tour and seeing how she giving it up and like, how people responding and the sold out tour dates and everything like that. She's like, I can share a little bit. And that's where, she shares with JT. That's why JT got more likes and interactions. I know, listen, Stop. Let's not act stupid. Let's not act stupid. She's out here on the Nicki surplus, and that's fine. I think that she deserves it. Just the same way that Drake boosted up Sexy Red, she deserves it. They need looks. They need a look. So yeah, but let's not act like we don't know where it's coming from at all, because I know it. I'm driving this road eyes open. Can't take these little girls. Will not be streaming. Not my cup of tea. She's pretty though. Who you talking about? Ice Spice? Love your show. You made me start working out. That's good. I'm happy that you started working out. Because listen, every day is about making choices. Because when I got in my car and it was 11:30, I said, "Oh, I should order some Wingstop. I got 30 minutes to go pick it up." And I said, "I'm not ordering no Wingstop. I don't ran almost 13 miles today. I'm not doing that." So I do got some popcorn that I got from Whole Foods earlier. So I'm gonna have that once I go inside. And I'm gonna have a drink tonight too. So I don't want to waste calories on just eating all that chicken. I don't need to eat chicken. You got to talk to yourself. It's like I already had dinner. It's like, and the only thing I didn't have is like I didn't have any meat tonight, but that's okay. I'll have it tomorrow. Yeah, damn, that's perfectly fine. Anyway, let's see. The pandering is really beginning of the dismantle of the Barb fan base. Yeah, but a lot of people pander, a lot of people do, not just Ice Spice. So anyway, the other thing I wanted to talk about, so we talked about Kanye West, we talked about Saweetie and Megan Thee Stallion. Let me know how you feel about that Saweetie and Megan Thee Stallion thing. Like, how do you feel? Do you feel like, I don't know. See, certain shit just gets super corny to me. When I start seeing you trying to justify a thing just because you don't like a person, that shit just it makes me not trust you. And I think it's a lot of like showboating on Twitter. Like a lot of people do things just to like try to like get on Nicki good side and try to make these tweets and make it seem like, oh, you so for the ops, like you're talking against the ops so much or whatever. Just don't talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you sitting up there lying, trying to make Saweetie look better, Sweetie's a 304 then too. Let's keep it real. And so if we're going to assign that to women, we can say that men, they 304s too, depending on how they moving and how they grooving. So it's like, stop trying to protect people. She ain't have no relationship with no Chris Brown. She was creeping around with him. It's like, well, I don't know that. I can't say that. I don't know Sweetie's every move, but she was with Quavo. Then she went with YG. Then it was like she was on a break from YG and she was in flicks with Chris Brown. Then after that, she was back with YG performing at what's that, Rolling Loud. And she's like, what did he say to her? I love you, daddy. And she was, I love you. And she said, I love you, daddy. They did that whole thing on stage. So it's like, please, she ain't no better. Everybody out here is dwelling their P word. Everybody's dwelling it. I don't really like, and I don't really care what Megan is doing either. Who she has sex with, because listen, who you choose to be intimate with and climax with, that's your business. I don't really care. Like, I don't care. So, shout out to Nicki Minaj. F the Club Up remix is platinum now. Shout out to her. So that's doing, that did what it did. I feel like she had that plan, like, so the remix came out and then she knew that track was right there. Certified platinum. Another track off of Pink Friday, certified platinum. So that's started from the beginning. Red Ruby the Snow, Super Freaky Girl, Red Ruby the Sleeves, Last Time I Saw You, Everybody, F the Club Up. Yeah. They're having a battle of the thoughts. Right. Right. What you mean, can you get more likes? Oh, yeah. I'm not really worried about that, though. It's going to do what it do, So, yeah, so shout out to Nicki. Nicki brung out Big Sean tonight. It was so good to see their energy together and see how excited Nicki was rapping his verse and how excited Big Sean was. It's 12:16, 4 more minutes. So to see how excited Big Sean was, like, to be up there with Nicki. And then I think she let him also perform as well on his own. So that was pretty dope. Like, Big Sean was saying that he wanted to work with Nicki again. I think like in one of his recent interviews from like the last year or so. So I hope that they have a new track coming, because Big Sean is dope lyrically. Like, he's fire lyrically. So I always felt like they energy matched. So hopefully they got something cooking up. But yeah, that performance was fire. Everybody was going crazy. They was going crazy for Big Sean as well. Is that a Hyundai? Yo, I love those new Hyundai Sonatas. I don't love it for me though, but I think they look so futuristic, the way that the grill look in the front. Like, they're really nice. I don't like it for me though, but I do like it for other people. This one is red. That's nice. It look almost like an Audi. My only issue with Hyundai Sonatas is my friend had one of those years ago and it was just trash. Like it was trash. So they look good though. You know, that was in the early 2000s. Maybe they make them better now, but I like how that car looks though. Travis and Chris was good though. Sexy kind of threw it off. I was listening. So you know, I was listening to that remix today when I was in the gym, and then that was really. I listened to it a few times when I was in the gym today working out both of my rounds. So I like the remix, and then Drake. I mean, what's his name? Kanye West is talking about ain't nobody listening to Drake. Nigga, I was in the gym today listening to that shit back and forth on the elliptical. Like, yeah, I was listening to Drake push-ups. I like it. I feel like his wordplay and everything was good. It's not like the strongest as like, you know, like on some Jada Kiss or whatever, but he was punching on it. He was punching on it. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say this. Back in the day when Nicki and Drake first came out, and I used to be hearing Drake like when he on that song, "Good ain't a line, blah, 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 for me, and I'm a to labo." Last name greatest, first name. Let me tell you this. I always thought that Drake was Kanye West's son when it came to the bars because I felt like he sounded like Kanye West a little bit. And I know that if I thought that, I know that Kanye West know that. So I feel like Kanye West feels as though that he could son Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? He heard what Rick Ross did. Rick Ross, he just had that hip hop flair. Yeah, but it wasn't enough. Like, it wasn't enough. I keep doing this because I got my do-rag on under this and this hat is like gripping my fucking skull. It's like tight. But yeah. Yeah. The car I wanted, it was a Chevy Trailblazer. Oh God, I remember those back in the day. I remember those. I still want that car. I ended up getting a Trax. Yeah. I know a few people had a Trailblazer. The only cars that I wanted is, I wanted an Acura Legend. I got one of those when I was in the early 2000s. I got an Acura Legend. I like Hondas, so those are really like my car. Like, and nobody can't make me feel less than like having a Honda either. I really like Hondas, and I want the newer one now, but I don't want to make the car payment. I want to just save my money and just appreciate stacking the money up. I don't want to get into another car payment. My car is still newer, it still runs good, and I don't have no issues. So it's like, why would I? You know, some people like my family member, they always rush into a new car payment. As soon as she get done with one car, she jump into another one. It's like, this is why you can't save no money. This is why you can't save no money. Oh, it's 12:20. The new one is, yeah. Nah, Drake, this ain't hit for me. The beat was good. The bars definitely hit for me. So what did you, I mean, it didn't hit to me like, I did feel like Kendrick Lamar this was better, but what I'm saying as far as like bars and what he was saying, he had good content on it. I didn't feel like it was not listenable or whatever. But listen, but you know what I find so funny? The people who would say that they didn't like Drake this, but then you like Chris Brown's. Chris Brown was only talking real talk. But to a rapper who's listening, he had a little bars at the end with defecating, detonating, whatever. He went in a little bit, but Chris Brown was just talking real talk. You have to understand, right? And the reason why I know this is just from watching battle rap for so long and seeing how they judge battles. They judge battles based off your content and based off of what it is that you're saying. Like, that's how they judge it. You know, they're judging it based off of your bars. You could say it like, listen, I could come through. Imagine me, I say right now, Nicki is the queen of rap. She got all these girls that's trying to scrap. Nicki put this on the map. Nicki did her thing. She always on the track. Everybody always want to put her on the track. A real person with an ear that's listening, they might say, that's facts, but that's how Sexy Red rap. That's how she rap. She don't have nothing that's like, that makes you think like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I try to be. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even when I write my own lyrics, I don't even think about the metaphors. They just come out. I promise you, they just come. They happen. It's not forced, because every time that I try to make myself force it, it don't come out right. So it has to come out. It has to. So, yeah, anybody can rap. The average person can rap. I'm about to go to my friend's apartment. I'm gonna get the liquor out of the compartment. I'm gonna go and get the ice and make me feel nice. It's like, what are you saying? I want to hear the bars. I want to make you like, oh, you wrote some crazy, like, yeah. I get that feeling when I listen to certain artists. I get that feeling when I listen to Jadakiss, when I listen to Fabulous, when I listen to Jay-Z. He give me that too. You know, there's certain artists who, Lloyd Banks, oh, he is the punchline metaphor king. Like, he really kill that. Yeah. So, yeah, like, yes. No, I can't say that. That's, yeah, no. That's my little formula. But, yeah, you know, he did good, though. But I find it funny for people who would be like, Chris Brown went off, but then saying that you don't like Drake track. Like, Drake did his thing. He did his thing. Was it a little soft? Yeah. But he still did his thing, though. Let me get up in here. So I wonder if Kendrick will respond. And you know what's annoying me so bad with that? He responded to their diss on a one-person shooter. How long is this supposed to go on? I've been saying this in multiple videos. How long is this supposed to go on? Kendrick responded to one-person shooter. Who cares if Drake responded? Is this supposed to be going back and forth? You caught up in this lecturous back and forth? He responded already. He responded. That was the response. This can't keep going on. It can't. So even Drake talking about until we get the whatever, no, like, nah. What Drake is trying to do, he's trying to use Kendrick for low key. He's trying to use Kendrick Lamar for clout because he want to roll out a new project. That's what it really is. That's what I really suspect is going on. So, no, Kendrick already responded. How much are you supposed to respond? That's like Nicki, she dropped. So it's like Nicki said she had multiple tracks for Megan, right? But I felt like she's not going to waste all that energy on her, giving her that promotion and all of that. Nicki dropped what she dropped. Megan dropped his. Nicki dropped Bigfoot. We gonna see what Megan gonna do on her upcoming project, but like that's pretty much it. Like, who's like, why we ain't requesting, like, I don't see the same hype for Nicki and Megan as it was for Kendrick and Drake. And it's like, we all human beings, right? So why is it that people want more and more and more? Kendrick already responded. It went #1. Fucking weird ass. Let me get up in here. Y'all be blessed. This is your boy LaRon, Potent Pondering. Subscribe to the channel if you still here. Thumbs up the video. Ken don't need to respond. Drake ain't come hard enough in a response. Nobody can answer my question. What's your question? Is Nicki Minaj concert over? She went by herself and she ain't done yet. I think you saying some foolishness. Anyway, be blessed. Even you with the foolish question. I'm out.